Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I just want to say I don't normally film out here because my fish tank is really loud, but I have too much stuff here that I just didn't want to bring it all into my bedroom. So hopefully the fish tank isn't too loud and there's like weird shadows going on, but I apologize. Hopefully it's still alright. Anyways, for my video today, I want to show you guys everything that I've gotten so far to prepare for my new Ackie monitor. So a lot of you guys who are already like familiar with my channel, have seen like some of my videos, live streams, whatever, probably know that I've been wanting an Ackie monitor for a while now. To be exact, I've been on some waiting lists for 2 years, so this has been an animal I've been looking forward to for a long time. But they're really hard to come by here in Canada, so that's why it has taken me like 2 years to actually find one. But finally found one, and I should be getting it in like the next week or so, so that's really exciting. So I wanted to show you guys everything that I have so far to prepare for my monitor. So first of all, we have this big white box behind me, which is actually going to be my Ackie monitor cage. If you've seen some of my other videos on my channel, you may recognize that this is going to be the same cage that my blue tongue skink and my bearded dragon are currently in. They're cages that I designed and my dad has built. I have a whole video on how they're built on my channel if you're curious. I mean, obviously this one is not done yet, but it will be like tomorrow. So this is going to be the cage. It's a 4x2x2, which is technically the minimum for an Ackie monitor, although most people who I've spoken to that own them recommend larger for adults, like a 6x2x2 or 6x2x3 or whatever. Anyways, most people recommend larger. The monitor that I'm getting is a baby. It just hatched in April, so it's still a little tiny monitor, so this 4x2x2 is going to last it for a while, but then probably sometime in the fall or winter, as my monitor grows and gets larger, I'm going to be upgrading to at least a 6-foot cage. I'm also getting 2 more Ackies in the fall, so I will have a trio of Ackies, so I definitely want to have at least a 6-foot cage, if not larger. But anyways, my point is this one is going to be his cage for now, but he'll be getting an upgrade in the fall. So after the cage, I got this background. A little hard to show on here, but it's folded in half, but this is a 3D background that was sent to me by Universal Rocks. I'll try to include like a better clip of it because this is really awkward. So I got that background, which I will be including in the cage. I really love the Universal Rocks backgrounds. They're so awesome and just add like that extra bit of realistic look to the cage. So I'm really excited to have that in there. And then I got Substrate, which you can see behind me here. So for the Substrate, I got Repti soil. It's pretty well recommended for them to use a sand soil mix. But I don't know, I'm like hesitant to use sand and stuff from the hardware store, which I know so many other people use without a problem. For what I think it's fine if that's what you want to use. For some reason, it just weirds me out though, so I prefer to spend a little extra money and just make sure I know that I'm getting something suitable for my reptiles. Not saying that like sand from the hardware store isn't. I think it, everyone uses it. It just personally weirds me out. It's just a personal thing, like. So I got Repti soil. So I actually have 3 bags. This one here is just a 10 quart, but these other 2 behind me are 24 quart bags, so they're a lot bigger. I might even need to get more than this. So total I have 58 quarts, but they do need like 8 inches of bedding, or not really bedding, 8 inches of substrate to burrow in, so I may need to get more, but I have this for now. I'll put it in the cage and see how deep it is, and then if I need more, I'll buy more. I also do want to mention briefly that he will be getting quarantined when I first get him. This is all the stuff for his like final setup, but he will be going in quarantine first. Then the next thing I got after his bedding was a light fixture. So this is the light fixture for his Uvb bulb. So this is a 36-inch long Reptisun fixture. This is the same one that I use for my blue tongue skink and my bearded dragon. Covers the majority of the cage since it is a 4-foot cage and this is a 3-foot fixture. So I got this, but this fixture actually comes with a 5.0 bulb, which isn't really ideal for an Ackie. So I also got the 10.0 bulb to put in my fixture. So he will have a 3-foot 10.0 UVB. Then after the UVB bulb, I got the fixture for his heating bulb. So this may look a little weird to some of you guys. It's a bit different than the fixtures that I have in my bearded dragon cage and blue tongue skink cage. And that is because these monitors will climb. They will climb as high as they can go. So I got this fixture here. So this is what the bulb screws into, and you can drill this right into the top of the cage, screw it in place, and then you would put the light bulb down here. And then this is a protective cage. So essentially, I love my explanations, but this cage goes over the heat bulb so that if the monitor climbs, he can't get to the heat bulb because obviously he could burn himself. So this is like a protective cage. So I got this to go over his heat lamp. I don't have the actual bulb yet just because I'm not entirely sure what wattage I'll need, but I obviously will be picking that up before I get him. And then here I just have a digital hydrometer thermometer combo thing so that I can measure the ambient humidity and temperature. I also use a temperature gun to measure like exact surfaces, so I have that on hand. And then I also got this for his cage. And then I have 2 water dishes. I have 2 because, as I mentioned, he is a baby. So when I first get him, I'm going to be using this smaller one just to make sure that it's, you know, safer for him. And then as he grows, I do have this larger dish, which will be a good size for an adult. It'll be big enough that he can go in it but easily get out. But I don't want to use one this big for a baby because, you know, there is the risk that it could go in, maybe not be able to get out, and possibly drown and stuff. So I will be starting out with this water bowl and then eventually moving up to this one. Now onto tank decor itself. So this is primarily all wood, so it's not going to be super exciting. It's just a bunch of different pieces of wood. But these guys really like to climb and explore, and they're really active, so I really want to give him a lot of things to explore around. So I did get a lot of wood, and I do plan on making this cage bioactive, so I am going to be picking up some plants and stuff as well. I don't have any of them yet, but I probably will be getting them this weekend. So yeah, but let's go ahead and see all the wood and stuff I bought. So here I have just this one piece of cork. I actually had a few other pieces of cork that I wanted to put in his cage as well, but then I just kind of ended up using them in other enclosures, so I'll probably order some more cork, but I have this one piece for now. And then I got a couple pieces of Malaysian Driftwood. So there's this piece here. And then I got this piece here. I really like Malaysian Driftwood. It's really interesting. It has a lot of neat shapes and stuff to it. So I got this piece here. And then the last piece of Malaysian Driftwood I got is this piece here. I might pick up a few more pieces, but that's what I have for now. And then on top of the Malaysian Driftwood, I also picked up a bunch of grapevine. So I have this piece here. Most of the pieces I got are fairly large since it is a fairly large cage. So there's this piece. Then there is this piece here. And there is this piece. And then I got this piece here, which is quite large. This was like around 3 feet in length, so this is a really nice size, and this will look really good in the cage. And then I have this piece here. And then the last piece of grapevine I got is this piece here. So this piece has a lot of like smaller pieces coming off of it, which I really like. So there's this one. And then I didn't buy these for my monitor. I just kind of had these on hand. I don't even know if I'll end up using them in the cage, but I do have these 2 bamboo branches. Like I said, I don't really know if I'll actually use these because they're pretty thin for like a monitor, but I might end up putting them in there, so I just thought I'd include them in this video. But there they are. And then I also have this 3-foot piece of cholla wood. I got this like 6 months ago, and it's just been sitting around So I'm happy that I'll finally get to use this, although I wish I had another piece. I might order some, but I have this piece of cholla wood. And then I have some cactus bark. This isn't really anything exciting, but I just kind of had this left over from other stuff, but I'll probably use this in the cage. And then the last things I have is some leaf litter. So these here are magnolia leaves, and these here are oak leaves, I believe. I've already used kind of half of this bag, but the remaining half of this bag will be going for my monitor. So there's that. So that's everything I have to show you guys so far. Obviously, there are still a few last things I need to pick up, but that's the majority of what I got. I'm really excited to put this cage together and see how it turns out. I'm going to be doing that this weekend. So I'm super, super excited, and I'm really excited to get my Ackie finally. So that'll be so exciting. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and if you want to see like videos of my future Ackie and everything, make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you guys here. Also, be sure to check out all of my social media. It will all be in the description down below, and I'd love to have you guys there as well. But all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys all next time.